it is quite strange that he decided to pick his ear with a metal object because it can damage the ear from the inside.
Wait, don't tell me she wants to get into that hive. Oh my god, I think she's definitely going to get stung by all those bees.
I think he hasn't cut his nails his whole life because they look really long.
To find out what's in my room, you need to like and subscribe. Come on, I'm waiting. Well, 3, 2, 1.
There's a puking pomni here today.
Hello, everyone, friends. And as you guessed correctly, we are playing this disgusting game again.
Oh my god, bro! When will you stop complaining about this game? We are doing a pretty nice thing right now. We are helping to restore the picture of this emotion.
I'm surprised that you joined the ranks of those who defend this game. I didn't expect this from you at all. It's quite funny to hear. Okay, now let's help this guy score a goal.
This was the easiest task ever. We were able to score a goal very easily. And now we need to help this girl pull the last 2 hairs out of this guy's head.
I didn't even have to take the last hair out of my head. It fell out on its own. It was very easy. Okay, now we move on to the next level. And here we need to help this girl cope with unnecessary memories. Namely, delete all the photos she has left.
It looks like this breakup was very difficult for her. But it's good that we were here and we were able to help get rid of unnecessary memories. I think she really shouldn't have kept these photos in her house.
And now we need to help this guy who is suffering from dehydration. We need to help him clean his drink from the excess garbage inside. And it seems to me that drinking this drink is absolutely, definitely not allowed.
Okay, now we need to get everything out of there, and I think we can handle it easily. It's as easy as possible for us. But it looks like this guy is really going to drink this liquid. Although, in fact, he has no other choice.
We just have to get the last poop out of there. But it's really hard because it's stuck among all these balls. But finally we managed to cope with this level. It was quite interesting.
Finally, we did it! Okay, now we need to help Joy. It looks like she's going to eat some sunflower seeds and we need to help her peel them.
I didn't think she'd need help with that. Wait, usually there's only 1 seed in a sunflower seed. But here there were 3. Looks like she was really lucky.
Okay, looks like she's going to stay full now. Now we need to help this guy. And looks like he needs to get rid of the extra worms that want to eat his cake. Oh my god, that looked so gross.
Yes, I am also very disgusted by this sight. But the most disgusting thing is that even after there were worms on this cake, this guy still ate it. It seems he is absolutely unprincipled.
Wait, don't tell me she wants to get into that hive. Oh my god, I think she's definitely going to get stung by all those bees. Couldn't she just go to the store and buy some honey instead of getting into that hive?
I don't think we should interfere with this. All we need to do is help remove these bees because they definitely won't bite us. Wait, seriously? And she was still able to get this honey and her bees didn't even touch her? Okay, apparently she's too lucky.
Wait, this guy seems to have climbed into that barrel again. And now we need to make these swords stick into the barrel. In fact, this trick is quite strange and it really scares me. I hope that everything will be really okay with this guy.
Looks like this guy really needs help to do this trick. But these swords are actually acting pretty weird. It's weird that these swords are so flexible. I think they should be harder.
Okay, we just have to stick the last sword into this barrel. I hope this guy will be okay. Just look. He has a few holes on his body, but overall he looks pretty healthy. And now we need to help the guy over there get a new manicure because his nails look too long.
I think he hasn't cut his nails his whole life because they look really long. My god, I think that guy should take much better care of himself, at least the length of his nails, because it looks really disgusting.
But we finally managed to cut off his long nails, and now this guy looks like a normal person. And now we need to help this guy pick his ear. Oh my god, it looks like there is really too much dirt there. But in general, it is quite strange that he decided to pick his ear with a metal object because it can damage the ear from the inside.
But we were able to do everything quite carefully, and now this guy is happy. And now we need to help this emotion that is falling down without a parachute. We were able to pull the ring out of his parachute so that this parachute would open and he would not fall to the ground.
I'm so glad we were able to save him from death. Oh my god, just look! This criminal decided to steal emotion. But it looks like we can help her escape with this net. Just look! Now she's saved!
We did a great job of saving this emotion. And now we need to fix the drain pipe that the water is pouring out of. Cool. We just took out one of the pipe parts and replaced it with a whole one.
Now this emotion can finally take a shower. Okay, now we need to help roll this billiard ball, and it looks like whoever is playing billiards at the moment wants to roll it not into a pocket, but into the mouth of the purple emotion.
I think he didn't really like this idea, but the most important thing is that we were able to help them, and now we can move on. And here we again need to help this orange emotion go to the toilet. God, this looks extremely disgusting.
I really hope that someday these disgusting levels will stop appearing to us because I'm very tired of looking at these butts pooping. It looks extremely disgusting.
I totally agree with you. But finally, we were able to finish this level and we helped this guy. Now he looks pretty happy, and we can move on.
So far, I don't see anything terrible here at all. We're just washing the girl from the cartoon inside out from dirt.
Yes, this game is not disgusting at all. Jax complains about this game very often, but in fact, it is quite funny and interesting.
Oh no, guys. I strongly advise you not to believe her. So far, this level is really quite funny. But further on, more and more disgusting things will await us.
Oh yeah, I totally support her words. This game is really, really disgusting in some moments. I think even now it's not very pleasant to watch this picture.
Wait, does this guy have purple blood? Okay, so far that wasn't as gross as it could have been, but now it looks like we're going to have to save this guy from spiders.
Oh my god, I feel so sorry for this guy. I'm so afraid of spiders and I even hate them. These creatures are really scary. And by the way, these black things look more like crabs than spiders.
I noticed this just now, but I totally agree with you. It really does look more like crabs. I don't think anyone would be afraid of spiders like that because they even look cute.
And now we're going to the next level, and it looks like the nasty things are finally starting to appear. Now we need to help this girl squeeze out a pimple. Oh my god, how are we going to do this? I'm already so disgusted by this.
You might be surprised, but I'm starting to like this game. Wow, wait, seriously. Was that a really big pimple? Okay, we were able to help her and it looked pretty funny.
Wait! Do we really have another character who likes this game? Okay, looks like now we will be happy because we play these games. It finally happened.
Bro, are you serious? Oh my god, it looks like we have another really weird character in our group now. I was hoping that someday we would stop playing these games because everyone thinks they are disgusting.
Actually, it seems to me that in fact, judging by the views on your channel, this game is liked not only by some of your characters, but also by your subscribers. And yes, I also join the number of those who like this game.
Hooray! Our ranks are growing. This is really great. And I hope that because of this, we will start playing this game more often because we do. This is very rare lately.
And by the way, we just helped this girl wash herself with this inflatable water balloon. Okay, now we need to help this emotion clean her hair from gum. It wasn't as hard as I thought.
Yes, we really managed to remove this gum, and it's just wonderful. And we were able to free the hair of this emotion, and now they definitely won't stick together. And now we need to help the emotion that was attacked by flies.
Attacked by flies? And this looks the most strange. Well, let's start squashing them. Oh my god, it seems to me that we can't squash the rest of the flies. We were able to squash only one fly and the rest of the ears are beyond our control. It's quite possible that some kind of bug has occurred.
We have restarted this level, and it is quite possible that on the second try, everything will be much better. Just look! We are finally able to crush these flies. This is great! Okay, now we can go further and continue crushing all the moss that is in this level.
I thought that because of this bug, we won't be able to pass this level. But now we can continue to do it. And now we need to crush all the remaining flies here.
Finally, all the flies are destroyed and this guy is sleeping peacefully. This is just wonderful. I am very glad that we were able to help him. And now we need to help these guys fall in love with each other.
Wait, what are we going to do with this arrow? Oh my god, but it's impossible for it to pierce absolutely anything. It's flexible. I think this is extremely stupid, but fortunately, we were able to help these guys, and now they have a wonderful relationship.
And now we need to wash this guy's feet. I think he's been walking on some dirt, and it looks like his feet are smelling really bad now. It looks like he needs to take better care of his hygiene or his feet will stink even more.
Oh my god, I almost threw up when I saw those stinky feet. I think this guy is really disgusting. He should watch his hygiene. And now we need to help this cow give birth to a calf.
Wait, seriously? Help give birth to a calf? Oh my god, that's not gross, but that's very cruel. And we accidentally hit him on the edge of the screen, and I felt extremely sorry for him.
But now we finally finished this level, and now we move on to the next one. And it looks like this guy is totally unlucky with his harvest. Just look at these vegetables. They look like they are really lacking moisture.
It's good that we have a watering can with which we can water the vegetables and now they won't suffer so much. In fact, I really love gardening and everything connected with it. But unfortunately, in our amazing digital circus, I don't have the opportunity to do this.
In fact, I didn't expect at all that you want to become a gardener. It's really surprising to me. And by the way, for some reason, there are too many farming activities in this game. Now we need to help milk this cow.
Yes, this also surprises me a lot, but at the same time I like it because it reminds me a lot of my childhood when I was on the farm with my grandparents. Okay, now we need to help this astronaut.
Looks like he's having trouble eating in space! Oh my god, wait! What's going on here? Why is there so much poop in his spaceship? It looked absolutely disgusting!
Looks like the food he ate in space was a little stale. Okay, now we need to set this flag to show that we were the ones who colonized this planet. That looked really cool. Now we move on to the next level.
It looks like the Gangle has a very bad carrot harvest, and we need to help him so that this carrot becomes much bigger.
It's strange that carrots get bigger just from watering them. And in general, it's strange that Gangle decided to take up gardening. I never thought she could do that.
Hooray, we were able to harvest all of this carrot, and that's really cool. Wait, what's going on? I think this button is broken. We can't go to the next level. It just won't click.
Did we break the game? Oh no! Looks like we'll have to play another game of the same type. But I don't think that's bad. Let's move on to it.
Wait here. What do we need to help emotions from the cartoon Inside Out? Okay, I really like it. Let's help him poop.
Oh my god, are you really not disgusted by this? We know this guy and now we see him pooping in the toilet. Oh my god, I think I'm going to puke from this game someday.
We've been playing this game for half a year and you still find it disgusting? Oh my god, I think everyone needs to get used to this game. Okay, now in this level we need to insert breast implants.
Wait, were those breast implants all along? I didn't think those were the items. I find that pretty weird. Okay, now let's move on to the next level. And here we need to cleanse this drink of all the extra stuff.
I wouldn't drink this even after we removed all the unnecessary stuff from it, because it seems to me that the smell of this drink is simply disgusting. But still, we need to do this in order to move on to the next level.
By the way, guys, you remember that today a new episode of our cartoon is coming out? I think that you should really like it because we worked really hard on it.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a very creepy episode, and I think everyone is definitely going to love what we filmed. It was an unforgettable adventure. Okay, to avoid spoilers, let's keep quiet about it for now and continue watching how Jax plays this game.
By the way, we will have to add new characters here and they will play games with us. But then there will be more than 10 of us, and unfortunately we will have to get rid of some.
Yes, guys, I think you guessed right. This is the last episode when Lulilalu and Gummy Goo play games with us because they will have to make way for new characters.
I hope our subscribers are not too upset about this. We will definitely come back someday, but I was very happy to record these videos with you all these 6 months.
I get extremely sad when I hear this, but I hope that this will only be for the best, and our new characters will really be able to show themselves well and be loved by our viewers.
Guys, I think we should stop discussing this topic and continue playing this game. And now we need to make coffee for this emotion. And by the way, it's pretty funny that this whole pack of coffee fits perfectly in this compartment. It always seems to me that it needs to be put there, but in fact it needs to be poured out there.
Yeah, I always notice that too, and it's actually pretty funny. And by the way, we finally managed to make coffee, and now this emotion looks just great. Okay, now we need to help the anger. I think he dropped the phone in the toilet.
It seems like your habits are identical because you do it all the time. Oh no, wait! We seriously dropped it right after we got it out? I think he doesn't like the fact that he dropped his phone very much.
Just look at this guy. I think he is so stupid that he can't solve basic arithmetic problems. Now, we need to replace what is in his head with a normal brain that will help him think adequately.
And how he lived before this with a piece of shit instead of a brain remains a mystery to me. Well, now he has become a real genius and can solve very complex arithmetic problems. And now we need to help this orange guy. He wants to prank his friend.
By the way, it's very strange that you don't remember their names, because they are our friends, and we even talk to them. But I know that you have a pretty bad memory for names, and that's why I won't be mad at you. By the way, guys, if you remember what this orange emotion is really called, write its name in the comments.
Just look at her! I think she's really cold and we need to help her. But for some reason, she decided to warm herself up with 2 matches, and I think that's the stupidest idea. Although she made a fire with those matches, and so it's quite possible that this idea wasn't that bad.
Yes, now she is really warm, and that is the main thing. And now we need to help the anger again, and it seems to me that he got a bullet wound. We need to get this bullet out and patch up his wound. By the way, it seems to me that closing the wound with a bandage was not the best idea, but it seems that we had no other choice.
Looks like he's ready to keep fighting. Now we need to help this guy who's stuck in this barrel. I don't think this is the best way to help, but it looks like we won't be able to move on until we do this.
I wouldn't really want anyone to stick swords in me if I were stuck in a barrel, but it looks like it's some kind of trick or something. It's quite possible that he's actually fine, and will just show that it was his genius trick.
Well, okay, we only have 2 swords left to stick in. Let's do it and see what actually happens to this guy after we finish this. Wow, look! It turns out that was our friend, and it looks like he's actually okay.
Okay, now we need to hit this heart with an arrow, which for some reason has a car and a ring.
And in this level, someone definitely has problems with their teeth. We need to remove the unhealthy tooth and put this beautiful white new tooth in its place.
It would be great if in real life teeth could be replaced just as quickly, but unfortunately it's very long, painful, and expensive. And now we need to help this girl put her bra on.
Well, that's not a bra. It's more like a women's top or something. Okay, now we've moved on to the next level, and here we need to help hammer all these nails into the boards.
It's actually a very relaxing activity. I really enjoy doing it because I really like the sound. But unfortunately, we can't stay in this level forever, and we need to move on to the next one.
Let's do it right now! Oh no! It looks like this dog has fleas, and we need to help her get rid of them ASAP.
They really scare me a lot. It seems to me that all pets always need to be treated with some kind of product so that they don't get ticks or fleas, because it seems to me that dogs get very sick because of these insects.
I think the owner of this dog will definitely do everything necessary after what happened. Okay, let's quickly line up to get rid of all this. By the way, I never understood what these almond-shaped things were.
If I knew what it really was, I would have told you about it a long time ago. Okay, now we need to help this guy who got into an extremely unpleasant situation. I can't even imagine how something like this could have happened.
How did he even end up with a cork on his nose? And why didn't this guy do anything to avoid being pierced by this fish? I think this situation is extremely ridiculous.
Maybe it's his preference that we don't need to know about. Well, okay. Now we need to shave this guy's head. I actually feel really sad every time we shave someone's head because I know that hair will take a long time to grow back.
Yes, I totally agree with you, but we absolutely shouldn't know about it because we've both been bald our whole lives. Well, okay, we were able to shave this guy now. I think we should move on to the next level. Oh my god, just look at this bird. It's suffering from thirst, and we need to put stones in this vessel to make the water rise.
In fact, I was always surprised by this technology because birds really do this in real life in order to drink. Perhaps these creatures are not so stupid, but most likely this only applies to crows because pigeons are the dumbest birds I have ever seen.
I think pigeons are just as stupid as chickens. The only difference is that pigeons can fly. Okay, now let's move on. And here we will have to go through this very disgusting level again. In fact, I can't stand it when we have to watch this.
Oh my god, every time we reach this level, I start turning away from the monitor because it seems to me that this is the most disgusting sight of all the games I have ever seen.
Guys, maybe it's time to stop being such bores. We play this level every time, and I think it's time to get used to all these spectacles that you see.
I'm still amazed by the fact that this guy eats the whole burger without even chewing it. And we have to shove it into his stomach piece by piece. It looks really weird and disgusting.
He seems to like eating food better this way, but I will never understand how he really does it. But maybe he just has a really gigantic mouth. But it shouldn't matter because we were able to help him. And now we move on to the next level where we need to help a guy who fell face first on a cactus.
But really, he couldn't get these 2 thin needles out on his own? Oh my god, I think this guy is really lazy because he could do it without our help and very easily.
Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Now, we need to help a guy who has a real problem and it looks like he needs help to make this mosquito stop sucking his blood.
Wait! Let's not kill this mosquito right away! We need to wait until it fills with blood so that it will be even more painful for it to die. I think this will bring much more pleasure.
This idea sounds pretty cruel, but I like it. Well, it looks like this mosquito is full. Great! We finally killed him. He annoyed me all this time while he was on this screen.
And we were able to pass this level too. And now we need to help this guy. It seems to me that his TV remote control is stuck inside this sofa and we need to help him get it out.
Oh my god! Wait! Do you see that? It seems to me that his hand is really stuck in that couch. But the most important thing is that they still couldn't get that remote out, even at the cost of his broken bone.
And now we need to help a guy whose leg is being bitten by a scorpion. And in fact, scorpions usually never bite with their claws, but only with their tail. And usually scorpions never attack people just like that. Most likely they always do this for the purpose of self-defense.
The most important thing is that this guy is safe, and now we need to help this chicken lay eggs.
Oh my god, this is another extremely disgusting level, and here I don't want to participate either. I'm really annoyed that we have to do this, and I'm also annoyed by the fact that in addition to the eggs, we have to get this turd out of there.
Okay, let's just get the last egg and finally finish this level, because I feel like if we keep playing this game, I'm definitely going to puke. Okay, now we need to help this dog. It looks like he has fleas.
I wouldn't say that these things look like fleas. Rather, they look like some kind of maggots. And by the way, it's pretty strange that they started up in this dog's fur.
The main thing is that we were able to help this dog, and now we need to set this guy's vertebra, and it seems to me that he has some problems with this vertebra because there is a crack in it.
But it seems to me that after he lifted this heavy barbell, he will find out that he really has problems with this vertebra. Oh my god. This is another person who suffered from maggots.
It seems that in their universe, these maggots are really weird and they attack everyone very often. Okay, now we need to help this guy who has a lot of hair stuck in his larynx.
Oh my god, where did he get so much hair in his throat? Did he bite some woman's head?
I hope that's not the case, because otherwise it's too cruel. Okay, now we need to get all this hair out of this man's throat.
I think he's experiencing really disgusting emotions because even when this hair gets into my mouth, I feel extremely disgusted.
The main thing is that we were able to help this person too. Now he looks happy, and now we need to help this girl kiss the frog so that the frog turns into a prince.
I think she went a little overboard and now she has that frog all the way in her mouth. Oh my god, seriously? She died because she put that frog in her mouth? Okay, I really feel sorry for her.
I feel sorry for her only because she really is that stupid. Okay, now we had to help this guy fix the drain pipe, and we easily completed this task.
It looks like no one is in danger of flooding now, and that's great news. Oh my god, it looks like this girl was drowning, and now we need to give her a CPR to remove all the fluid from her lungs so she can breathe again.
It seems that this game is not only disgusting, but also educational. Now we know how to do direct cardiac massage, and it's really very cool. But I hope this will never be useful to anyone.
And now we need to get the strings back for this guitar. Oh my god, did Jax just do something? I think these strings got mixed up, and now this guitar is gonna sound absolutely disgusting. But it looks like this player likes the sound of it after all.
Oh my god, something really terrible happened to this guy. He's all dirty and now we need to clean him up because he stinks so bad.
By the way, this process reminds me of how we washed our pet in Beau's Revenge, because there we also had to first soap our pet and then wash off all the soapy water using the shower.
Yes, you are right. In that game, everything worked exactly like that, and now we were able to wash this young man, and now he looks great. But it looks like he still has one more problem. He urgently needs eye drops in his eyes.
We can help him cope with this problem too. It's not difficult at all. But it seems to me that we poured too many eye drops. Although, in my opinion, he is still happy with it because he looks very happy.
Just look at his happy eyes. I have never seen people so happy after they put something in their eyes. And now we need to charge this iPhone.
Oh my god, I think something terrible happened to this cable. At least I wouldn't charge my phone with such a cable. Okay, now we need to fix it too.
It's good that we need to fix the cable and not the phone, because fixing the phone would be much more difficult and probably more expensive. But now this cable is fine and this phone can continue to work.
It looks like this phone has the weirdest wallpaper. Okay, now we need to help this guy who is really worried about his diarrhea.
Wait, but how is an oxygen mask going to help him with his bowel problems? He just fell asleep and that's it. That was probably the weirdest solution I've ever seen.
I think we shouldn't interfere with this. The main thing is that this guy stayed happy. And now we need to help this man dig up this treasure. And it was really as easy as possible.
Yeah, usually we have some problems with levels where you have to dig something up. But it looks like this level was the easiest one.
Oh my...
Okay, now we need to help the cow give birth.
Oh my god, it even sounds terrible. I don't like levels like this at all. In fact, it seems to me to be extremely cruel. But it seems that everyone was happy at the end of this level, and that's the most important thing.
Now we need to help you guy open a macadamia nut. I don't really understand why he had trouble with this, because usually there are always keys for these nuts.
And this time, we also had a key with which we were able to open this nut. Okay, now we need to help that guy escape from the snake, and for this we needed to get the sword out of the stone.
In my opinion, only the chosen ones can get this sword, but it looks like we are the chosen ones. Although I think that no one can be killed with this sword because it is too flexible.
I hope this axe won't be as flexible. I think that if it is flexible, we won't be able to split this log. Oh, it turns out that only the log was flexible here.
This guy thinks he's very strong, although it seems to me that absolutely anyone could chop such a log. Okay, now we need to escape from this dog.
It looks like our character has decided to escape from the dog with the help of a sausage, and we need to help him clean it from this film. Okay, now it looks like this dog will eat the sausage, and we move on to the next level.
And here, we need to help this guy save himself from zombies, and it seems to me that he wants to save himself from her with the help of this vaccine. But wait, it seems to me that some kind of bug occurred, and this syringe got stuck.
We need to try resetting this level and sticking that syringe in again. Great. Now we finally managed to get that vaccine into the syringe.
Okay.
And now this guy is definitely going to be saved.
We helped this chicken, and now we need to make coffee for this tired guy.
It's very strange that he decided to perk up with the help of coffee. It seems to me that in his case, it would be better to just try to fall asleep in order to wake up tomorrow and have new strength.
It's really weird that you decided to say this right now because we're recording this video at 7 o'clock in the morning and we haven't even gone to bed yet.
Yeah, looks like we should stop playing Roblox all night because it makes us sleep until 5 p.m. And that's really bad.
Guys, I really want to sleep already. Maybe we can just record this video and I can finally get away? Because I think I'm going to fall asleep right now.
Actually, it's absolutely not surprising considering your age. But unfortunately, we can't make this video without you. We need the full cast of our characters.
It's funny that we have to watch this guy shit in the pool as a whole, but it seems like our viewers are actually enjoying it. Okay, what our viewers like is what I like, so we just have to keep going.
And now we need to get the Lego constructor out of this guy's leg. And it seems to me that one of the Lego bricks flew away somewhere in an unknown direction. Wait, this level does not end. Looks like we need to reset it.
It looks like there really was some kind of bug here and we need to go through this level again. Okay, it's good that this level is quite easy and we can do it very quickly. Now this guy will be riding in a wheelchair.
I feel so sorry for this guy, but unfortunately that's life. And now we need to help this guy so that his stomach can digest this hot chili pepper. In fact, it really shouldn't have been chewed so that it wouldn't be too hot for him.
Oh no, it looks like this guy is behind bars and we need to help him escape from here again with the help of this weird flexible key that keeps bending in very strange directions.
I absolutely do not understand why this key is flexible in every level, but apparently it is some kind of rubber prison or something like that. I could not find another explanation. And now we need to help this guy who dropped the phone in the toilet.
I still can't understand how they managed to drop the phone in the toilet, because it seems to me that any modern phone would be bigger than a toilet hole. But it looks like these guys have some very strange toilets.
Actually, it's quite possible that these guys just had really small phones. Okay, now we need to help the bird drink water from this vessel, and to do this we need to put a lot of stones in there.
By the way, it is a rather strange mechanic that we have to put stones there, because birds usually do this only because they really cannot turn this vessel, and they have to get water out of there this way. But it seems to me that with our efforts, we could very well turn this flask over.
I think the main thing is that we were able to cope with this, and now this bird drank some water. And now you need to help this dog who is going to run away with the beehive.
It seems that here we need to help not the dog at all, but the bees. And by the way, it still seems rather strange to me. Why would a dog need a beehive or honey at all? They don't eat it.
I think we shouldn't care at all. Now we need to help this toothless guy replace his rotten tooth with a new one. I really hope he'll be happy. And by the way, it's pretty funny that we're able to install a new tooth without using a pin.
But I hope this tooth stays in his mouth for a long time. And now we need to help this guy whose car broke down. We need to put the wire back in so that this car can drive again.
I think this is really one of the easiest tests because installing this wire is absolutely not difficult. We did it! Now this guy can drive his car, and now we need to help this guy pee.
And this level seems to me one of the most disgusting in this game. And by the way, it's pretty weird that this guy pees lemons. It seems to me that it should look a little different.
It looks like he's invented his own urination system, and I think we just need to help him no matter what.
Okay, that even sounds stupid. The most important thing is that we were able to finish this level. This guy looks pretty happy now. And now we need to help this guy remove the lipstick stains from his shirt, or his girlfriend will get suspicious.
I wouldn't really want to cover up the betrayal, but it looks like we had no other options to pass this level. And now we need to help this guy who has very long hair in his nose and maggots. I still don't understand how they managed to get maggots in their noses.
I think for this you need to not wash your hands for 10 years and constantly pick your nose. It is possible. In this situation, it is possible to get maggots in your nose.
Don't you think it's weird that we're talking about this now?
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
fine. Now we're gonna help a guy get rid of some kind of sprout in his head, and it seems to me that this is actually the weirdest thing here.
I still don't understand how this sprout was able to grow through his scalp. It looks like this guy either ate something bad or accidentally sprinkled seeds on his bald head. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter at all. Now we need to help this girl get rid of the pimples on her face.
Oh my god, I've always been amazed at how these pimples look. They look more like some kind of eggs or something like that. In fact, I might throw up right now just from seeing them here.
Just don't puke on the keyboard. We've almost cleared up all those pimples. Great, her skin looks clear now. Now we need to help that baby down there. Oh, just look. It looks like that baby is about to lose his baby teeth.
Baby teeth? I've never had any, and it seems to me that his other teeth are acting pretty strange. The most important thing is that we were able to help him.
Wait, what's going on in this picture? Does he really have fleas? Oh my god, these nasty maggots are getting on my nerves more and more every day.
Yes, they really piss me off to the max. Okay, but we were able to help him, and now we're moving on to the next level. By the way, look! There's a bubble on this level, and we need to replace his teeth.
In general, it always seemed to me extremely strange that a bubble has teeth, because it is like a bubble. And how can it even lift air such heavy things as teeth?
Are you really only now starting to worry about this question? Okay, this is as stupid as it gets. Well, we were able to help the bubble, and now we're moving on to the next level. And here we need to help our jelly crocodile fix the car.
Oh, hooray! Finally! This is the level I'm participating in. God, how I love these levels. Okay, let's help me fix the car. In fact, it was extremely easy. We just needed to connect one wire for it to work.
Is it just me, or did you have a really bad shortness of breath? It feels like you were running somewhere. Okay, now we need to go through the most disgusting level, and here we need to help him pee. God, this looks extremely disgusting. In general, it seems to me that it looks more like some lemons than urine.
Doesn't it seem strange to you at all that we help someone pee? I think it looks extremely disgusting and stupid. And in general, I thought that such problems only affect old people who have diseases like cystitis or kidney stones.
I totally agree with you. It really does look extremely disgusting. But the most important thing is that we were able to do it anyway. And now he is very happy. Okay, now let's move on to the next level. And here we need to help Kinger pull hair out of his nose.
Not only does it look gross, but it sounds gross too. Just look at his gross nose. In my opinion, there shouldn't be maggots in the nose. But it seems to me that he doesn't care about this rule and really doesn't take care of himself that well.
Okay, here. I totally agree with you. This looks extremely disgusting. In fact, I really like these games, but I don't like games where there is us, because it makes me imagine all these moments in real life.
God, I'm really surprised that you finally called something disgusting. It's actually pretty weird to hear it from you because you're the same character who licked vomit off the floor. But it looks like even for you, there are some disgusting moments.
By the way, I was always very surprised by this level because here we really just pull out some strange vegetation from his head. In general, it seems to me that this does not happen in real life, and now we need to help me cure my acne.
Don't you think it's weird that the doll got acne? It even sounds stupid. Okay, and the most important thing is that we were able to get all these weird things. And they don't look like pimples at all. They look more like some kind of dragon's eggs.
Dragon eggs? Really? That's the first association that came to your mind? Okay, I won't comment on that. Now, we helped swat that wasp. And in fact, you can't do that because the wasp can sting you in the hand.
And now we need to clean this apple from worms. By the way, I never understood why he does this because it seems to me that this apple definitely can't be eaten after such a huge number of these nasty green worms settled in it.
Apparently he doesn't give a damn about it. Well, that's his right. In fact, he's been gone for a long time, and it seems to me that we can't judge him for anything. And now we're doing some weird thing with her brain.
And I never understood the point of this level. We just remove some girls from her brain and it looks really stupid. Okay, by the way, I am also really annoyed by the fact that this game constantly offers bonus levels for advertising. I think these bonus levels are not worth it.
And now we need to clean our jelly friend's armpits. By the way, this is the most it's strange that hair grows in the jelly crocodile's armpits and maggots have appeared. It seems to me that this should absolutely not happen. Okay, it seems to me that we have perfectly coped with this task and now his armpits look great. And now we will move on to the next level.
Oh my god, Jax! She's not scary at all. She's more like disgusting. Now we're pulling a giant maggot out of some girl's head.
I think it not only looks terrible, but also sounds terrible. But we were finally able to get it out of her head, and now we are moving on. Here, we need to help this fish escape from the stomach of the cat that ate it.
I don't even know who I feel more sorry for. The fish or the cat that had to vomit this fish. Okay, the most important thing is that we were able to help. And now we need to help this girl get the ring that she dropped in the toilet.
Oh my god. I think this is even worse than dropping a phone in the toilet because the ring is very small and much harder to get out than the phone.
But the game told us that we first had to wash away all the poop and into the sewer before climbing in with our hand. And we were finally able to help this girl. And now we need to help this guy squeeze out a pimple on his forehead.
Oh my god, his pimple is really gigantic. It looks like he's really let his acne get worse. It looks like we need to pop the pimple with this tool.
I think it was the most painful. But I hope it was very effective because I think his skin will be as clean as possible now.
Oh my god! I'm so glad I'm actually a bubble and can't have acne. Okay, now let's do this to this dog. It looks like she's got a lot of fleas in her fur.
It looks like they even managed to lay eggs. Okay, I suggest that we first comb his fur to get rid of all the excess that is here.
I think this will be one of the most difficult levels because there are really quite a lot of objects that need to be removed from this dog's fur. But I really want to help him because I think he is very uncomfortable living with them.
By the way, this is the only character in this game that I really want to help because he is really extremely uncomfortable. And I think it would be great if we could also treat him with flea remedy.
But unfortunately, this game does not give us such an opportunity. So we will go further right now, and here we need to help Leo, who accidentally stepped on a nail.
It looks like he's in a lot of pain. This nail looks really thick, but we were able to save it, and now this Leo looks really happy.
I'm so glad this Leo is happy. Oh my god, wait, seriously? Now we have to remove the maggots from this guy's eye. Oh my god, I think this is the most disgusting sight of all in this game.
I really hope there won't be any more levels like this in this game because I feel like if I keep seeing things like this, I'm going to puke. I really don't want to puke all over my keyboard.
Oh my god, guys, don't be such a softie. This is just a game and nothing that can happen in real life is happening here. Oh no, this maggot fell back again. But it looks like this guy is still happy.
And now we need to help this guy clean his ears. By the way, have you noticed that the requests of people in this game are much more impudent than the requests of animals? Because people ask us to cope with tasks that they can cope with on their own, but none of them wants to help animals.
That's why in this game, I'm much more willing to help different animals, and this dog seems to have worms. My god, this dog is the unluckiest dog in the world, because a huge number of different other microorganisms live in its body.
But we are able to cure this dog today. I am very glad that we can help these animals, and it makes me much happier. And now we need to help this goat, although maybe in fact, it is a goat.
You wanted to say that it's actually a boy and not a girl! Okay, it looks like the language barrier is starting to get in your way a little. Maybe in the Candy Kingdom this has a specific name. And by the way, it's pretty weird that we have to help this little bastard swallow food here because it seems to me that her body can handle it on its own.
It looks like there are some cheeky animals out there too. But I think we can still help her with this. By the way, it was actually pretty easy. Just look. She pooped rainbow poop. And now we need to help this cat give birth.
Oh my god. We absolutely must help these cute kittens be born, even though it's a pretty disgusting sight. I feel like we've just helped bring 3 new cat lives into this world.
I think you wanted to say 27 new cat lives, because every cat has 9 lives. Did you know that?
Oh my god! Are you really that stupid that you don't understand that this is a joke? Guys, I think we have an idiot in our circus. Although, okay, I promised not to be hot-tempered. Now we helped this chicken lay eggs.
I hope these chicks hatch into beautiful chicks or make great scrambled eggs. Now we need to help this guy with a piercing nose. It looks like he can't blow his nose.
This piercing looks really disgusting. I think it's awful. Wait, seriously? We didn't clean his nose completely, but it looks like he's happy with it. Okay, let's not stay here too long and help this guy eat a burger.
Have you heard this? It looks like he just loves burgers. Oh, it looks like he loves them so much that he swallows them whole without even chewing. Okay, everyone has their own quirks, and we won't pay attention to it and just help him swallow it.
By the way, it's quite strange that he asked us to help him with this because it seems to me that his digestive system was able to cope with this on its own. Okay, now let's help this girl divide one of her long eyebrows into 2 short ones.
In general, this is quite rude. I think you should have commented on me. This is because this girl really does have genetic problems, and it seems to me that she would really like to get rid of them with all her might.
And it seems to me that he doesn't care at all about her genetic problems.
Seriously? Oh my god, don't tell me we're going to have to get it all out of his ass now.
It looks like that's exactly it. Oh my god, I think this dog is in extreme discomfort. Just look at her eyes. It looks like she's either scared or in a lot of pain.
I think we need to try to help her. I think we can do everything for this. Let's install this strange thing and start helping her.
Don't you think it's weird that we're now shoving something up a dog's butt? I think it's one of the most disgusting sights I've ever seen.
I hope that someday we really stop doing this. Okay, I think we're doing something wrong here. We need this pill to help us.
Yes, it seems to me that we need this pill just to free this dog from everything that has accumulated in her. Okay, now we were able to help her, and I really hope that now this dog is happy.
But I think this doctor is very unhappy. Okay, now we need to help this cat. Wait, seriously? Are we really going to help him shit in this sneaker now? I think we really shouldn't do that.
It seems to me that today we will go through the most disgusting levels in this game. God, I even feel disgusted to look at this, and I feel like I'm gonna puke.
I don't think you should do this now. Let's just finish this level quickly and move straight to the next one.
Oh my god, I feel so sorry for the owner of these sneakers. I really hope he takes revenge on the cat for what he did, and it seems to me that the owner is really not thrilled with his pet's gift.
And now we need to help this guy restore the wheel that he punctured with these nails. It's good that we have patches for this wheel because otherwise it would be extremely difficult for us to make this wheel whole as before.
Okay, let's just focus on the fact that we need to get the nails out. And it seems like one of the patches accidentally somehow got inside the wheel. But the most important thing is that it all works, and now the wheel is whole. And the guy can go about his business on this bike.
I think he's really very happy. And now we need to help this girl cut onions. By the way, I hate cutting onions because it always brings tears to my eyes. And by the way, this girl didn't peel this onion and immediately started cutting it. I think you can't do that.
Yes, I was also very surprised by the fact that she started cutting this onion unpeeled, and now we need to help these guys, and it looks like they want to open some kind of bottle. But judging by their faces, it seems to me that this is a bottle of beer.
I strongly condemn alcohol and think that it should be banned everywhere. But we can't pass this level without helping these guys. Now you can open this bottle to go further.
Actually, it's not that easy because this bottle opener has really weird physics. But we finally managed to open this bottle, and now these guys will be extremely happy. Now let's move on to the next level.
Are these guys really that happy just because of the beer we opened for them? It seems like they really need very little to be happy. And now we need to help this homeless guy. I think he found some food.
I really hope that he will stop being hungry after this. Just look. They shared this food between themselves and are enjoying it. And now we need to help this guy whose lock is broken. And now he needs to get the piece of the key out of there.
I think this is really the worst situation. I really wouldn't want to end up in one. And now we need to try to get this key with the help of this game's idiotic physics, and I hope we really can.
Hooray! Now we're finally gonna get this piece out and this guy can open his door. Wait, seriously? Oh my god! I don't think this is what he wanted to see here.
I even felt a little sorry for this guy. But now let's help this guy whose drain pipe is very clogged in this faucet, and we need to help him with this strange thing to clear the drain pipe.
This thing looks really weird. I've never seen anyone use something like this to clean pipes. Okay, it looks like it's going to be pretty hard to operate. Wait, seriously? Did we drop a piece of shrimp down the pipe again? Oh my god, I feel like this ordeal is going to last forever for us.
I hope we can handle this. We just need to be very careful. Wait, seriously? We did it again. Okay, I think we should hold on to the very bottom of this long thing.
Yes, I think that this is the only right way for us. Okay, let's continue. Wait, where did our thing go? Okay, it looks like we threw it away completely by accident. But it's good that the game itself returned it to us. Now, let's continue cleaning this drain pipe.
Okay, I didn't think there was a really hard challenge in this game, but I think this is one of them. Okay, I think we're close to it. By the way, this is the maximum. It's weird that we have to get this shrimp out in parts. Could one shrimp really do so much harm?
We just have to get the last part out. Great! We finally got this pipe cleaned out. And now this guy can keep using his kitchen sink. Now we need to help this squid prevent a robbery.
It's really cool that this squid decided to help this girl after all, and I think that he should definitely succeed, but I don't quite understand what we need to do. It seems to me that we need to spread all his tentacles, and I really hope that we really will be able to spread all these tentacles.
This is really the weirdest mission ever. It's not as nasty as most missions in this game, but I think we can definitely handle it. We just need to touch these tentacles so that they get into position. And now when I pressed on his bag on his head, he started to secrete ink, and thanks to this ink, we were able to save this girl from being robbed.
Wow, look! She filled it with ink straight from that squid!
Looks like we're on a fishing trip, and now we're going to have to help this guy catch a fish.
We've never seen anything like this before, and it seems to me that something is wrong with this fish. It was swimming belly up.
But it seems to me that this guy is happy with his catch! Okay, it seems to me that the fish should not be dead when it is caught. And now we will have to help the astronaut whose rope has come off.
We need to open that hatch and get that astronaut closer to him. I think he might start having problems with oxygen soon.
Why is this door so hard to open? It spins in a random direction. Okay, now let's try to open it anyway.
It looks like we've figured out how to rotate it now, and we've finally been able to open that door. Now this astronaut will be saved, and he won't be in danger of dying from oxygen loss.
This is really great, and I'm so glad that this astronaut will stay alive. Now we need to help this guy. He really wants to eat the fruits that grow on these trees.
Buddy, why is your mouth so big? It seems like this guy's really gluttonous and he is capable of eating everything that is here. The only thing that irritates me is the sound with which he eats all this.
Yes, this sound is really the most disgusting. But I think that people who like to watch ASMR will like it. And now that we have finished this level, let's help this guy. He needs to express the poison from this snake.
I always thought it was weird when people drained venom from a snake. I don't understand what it could be useful for, but I really hope this guy isn't going to drink the venom from this glass. Okay, we were able to help him. Now we need to help this scorpion save a rhinoceros from a hunter.
It seems that the scorpion and the rhinoceros are old friends, and so the scorpion decided to help the rhinoceros by stinging this hunter. And I was really happy to help this because we just helped someone's friendship.
Oh no! It looks like this baby doesn't want to eat the food his mom made him, and this is another level with some loose stuff like sand. I think we're going to feed this baby a really long time if we really need to feed him this whole bowl.
I think he's still too small to eat the whole bowl of this food. And by the way, in this level, everything happens really like in real life, because when babies eat, they throw all the food around themselves. And by the way, we were finally able to feed him.
Finally! We were able to feed him! I thought it would take even longer. Well, now let's move on to the next level. And here we need to help this guy save his harvest. By the way, I don't know what this white vegetable is.
It looks like some kind of white carrot. Maybe it's an albino carrot. In fact, I'm not very good at botany and I don't know what it really is. But I know exactly how we can help this guy.
And now, we just need to get this vegetable out of the ground, and we were finally able to help this guy save his harvest. This is really cool. I hope he feeds his whole family. And now we need to help this girl who decided to make sushi herself.
I think this is a terrible idea because every time I tried to make sushi myself, I couldn't do it. Usually they don't taste good or they don't hold their shape and start to fall apart.
But here all the ingredients are prepared just fine. Now we need to place this red caviar on top of this very appetizing piece of salmon. We really managed to make it very beautiful. What a sight. Now she is in for an unforgettable dinner. And now we need to help this guy overcome his fear and do a rope jump.
I'm very afraid of heights. I think I wouldn't agree to do this jump under any circumstances. But it looks like here we need to forcibly unfasten these guys from the side so that they can jump down with this rope.
Well, now they all made the jump. I think it's pretty weird when people start to panic so much after they paid money for it. Okay, now let's help this guy assemble the furniture. To do this, we need to hammer in nails so that this structure is reliable. And now that we've done this, his furniture really looks very nice.
And we just have to hammer in the last nail. It's not that hard, especially in this game. In real life, hammering nails is much harder. But okay, now we need to move on. And now we need to help launch this attraction.
I know this ride and I really like it. It's actually the most extreme ride, but I think we overdid it a bit. And now these people will panic instead of enjoying themselves.
And I always thought that the real pleasure in this attraction is precisely because of the panic. Maybe it's some kind of weirdness in me. Okay, now we need to help the bear who got into the trap.
It seems to me that if we start listing all your oddities now, we will do it until the end of this hour-long video. And now let's free a lot of this bear. Great! Now this bear has thanked us and he can continue to do his business.
He looks extremely happy. And now we need to help this girl. She hid behind some wooden thing. But it looks like we are helping not this girl, but this guy.
I really wouldn't want to help the guy there and make that girl uncomfortable, but unfortunately, we have to do it to get through, okay? Now they'll do their thing, and now we'll help that guy who dropped his phone in the toilet.
Oh my god, how do they do that? Oh no, this guy actually touched the poop. Looks like his hands are going to be as dirty as possible now, and I definitely wouldn't try to get to the phone after that.
Turns out all this time we could have pressed the flush button, which would have flushed this poop out of here so that it wouldn't interfere with us getting the phone. Okay, it looks like now nothing will interfere with us, and we'll finally be able to do it.
Now we should definitely be able to do it. Great. Oh no, this phone accidentally hit and fell into this toilet again.
Okay, it looks like we need to unfasten all these caterpillars from the trees so that these trees remain intact.
It looks like it won't be very easy because even after we unfasten these caterpillars, they still cling to other surfaces with their legs.
They are as nasty as possible, even though they look cute here. In fact, I am very annoyed by the fact that we will have to complete these tasks for a really long time, because it is really very difficult to unfasten these caterpillars.
Looks like it's going to be quite difficult indeed. But we need to cope with this task in order to move on.
Detaching these caterpillars from the leaves is indeed a very difficult job, but I really hope that we will be able to cope with it. I think we need to throw all these caterpillars to the very bottom.
Yes, it really looks as difficult as possible, but it seems to me that we are taking so long to complete this task solely because Jax initially did not understand where to throw these caterpillars.
It seems to me that no one understood this right away because this game doesn't even show where we need to throw them. The only thing that is clear here is that there is some kind of hole there, and therefore one could logically guess that they should be thrown there.
Okay, we only have one last caterpillar to unfasten. I think that we are able to cope with this and not stay in this level for long.
It seems to me that you don't quite understand the difficulty of this task because you don't play this game. But it seems to me that it was really very difficult for Jax to do this. But now we were able to remove all those tree caterpillars, and now we need to fix the drain pipe.
I think that no tool will help us here. We need to get this pipe out and install a new one instead. Great! We were really able to do this, and now no water will spill. I am very happy about this. Now let's move on.
I wonder what we will see next in this game. Well, it looks like we need to help this cook peel the corn. But it's quite strange that he decided to peel raw corn without boiling it, because in this way all these corn kernels are very difficult to detach from it.
But we actually manage quite easily. All that remains is to unfasten just 2 kernels of corn from this cob. Okay, finally we were able to do it. And now this cook will prepare some wonderful dish with this corn.
Now we need to crack open this macadamia nut. In fact, the guy in the picture tried to open it with his teeth, but he obviously won't succeed because you need a special key to open these nuts.
By the way, these nuts are very sweet and tasty. I really like them. And now we need to help this whale. It seems to me that he has something stuck inside.
I think he really has too many items here. Well, okay, later. We have two ways in which we can pull out various objects from it. I think first it would be most logical to get the mermaid out of it in order to get rid of the largest object.
She's finally outside. Now we need to take out all this junk that is stuck inside it. I really hope it doesn't cause him much discomfort. We need to try to get it all as soon as possible so that it becomes easier for him.
There are only 3 left, some strange things. Okay, let's get all this through his, how do I say this? Back passage, perhaps?
I think that we will understand the last garbage through his hole in the forehead, since we cannot do it through the mouth. Okay, now we've got almost all the trash out. Now we need to get only the trash bag that is stuck below, and now this Keith will be happy.
Did you even come up with his name? Okay, that really looked cute. Well, now this whale is really happy. And now we will need to help this guy chop wood.
We've already gone through a similar level somewhere. I hope that we can really help this guy because it seems to me that he is really straining himself to chop these logs. By the way, it's quite strange that he really needs to do this. It looks like he's at home. There is a fireplace.
It looks like he is very rich. Although it seems to me that when people are very rich, they buy firewood immediately split. But it looks like this guy actually has a fireplace and is now enjoying it. And now we need to help this guy find the treasure. By the way, it's quite strange that the treasure is located right under the sign that says that there is a treasure here.
I hope this is not a trap, and in fact we can actually help this guy dig out the warehouse. By the way, I really hate the levels in which we need to dig something up, because the physics of the sand here is really disgusting, and it's really very difficult to dig with this shovel because we can't even turn it.
It seems to me that we will be digging up this treasure forever because this sand really behaves as unpredictably as possible. It looks more like a liquid or something jelly-like. And by the way, we were finally able to dig it up and we got it, and now this guy will be fabulously rich. I'm very glad that he was really lucky to find this treasure.
But now we need to help this guy peel the shrimp. By the way, as soon as I saw this shrimp, I immediately had a desire to eat some seafood. I really love shrimp, but the saddest thing is that after cleaning these shrimp, there is really very little meat left from them, and therefore I hate this cleaning process as much as possible.
Yes, this is really very annoying, especially in this game. It looks like this shrimp will be really difficult to clean because it seems to be stuck. But we were finally able to remove this garbage, and now all we have to do is unfasten its legs.
Looks like this will be a little easier than getting that shrimp shell off. Only a little left. Come on, Jax. Try a little so that this shrimp finally becomes peeled. Okay, we finally did it.
Now this whole family will eat shrimp and they will be very happy, but now we need to help give this baby a pacifier. Great, this baby is finally drinking milk. Now let's move on to the next level.
Now we need to get the bone out of this guy's throat.
Looks like this guy is a fan of eating whole food, and this time he really decided to eat a whole fish skeleton.
And this guy, unlike in the past, is absolutely not a fan of brushing his teeth. Oh, just look! His teeth are extremely loose. It seems to me that if we clean them more diligently, they would all fall out.
Okay, in this level we need to inflate the balloons, and this is one of the few not nasty levels in this game. I actually really love balloons.
I never understood why people love balloons. Okay, now we need to hammer in all these nails. This guy can hit every nail in one hit. I really like it.
In fact, it even relaxes me a little. I really like the sound of this guy hammering nails into these pieces of wood. I think I could play this level forever.
I think Jax really liked this level too because we already have the opportunity to move on to the next one, but he keeps hammering these nails. Okay, now we need to demonstrate how gravity works for this scientist.
I think this apple should have fallen on his head, but this time he was lucky. And now we need to comb this dog and get out of it all the fleas that are stuck in its fur.
Every time I feel sorry for the poor animals in whose fur these insects get stuck. It seems to me that these animals are very itchy in the area where these insects live, but they can do practically nothing about it. It's good that we can help you with this.
These fleas are quite difficult to get out of the skin, but we were finally able to cope with it. And now this dog is as happy as possible. I'm very happy to see his happy face. Now we need to help the guy who was pierced by this swordfish.
To be honest, I can't even imagine what you had to do to be pierced through by a fish with a sword, and for some reason she still has a plug at the end of her nose. It looks like this was no accident.
But nevertheless, we managed to get this swordfish. I hope this guy doesn't have any infection and gets back on his feet soon. And now we need to make a model hairstyle for this sleeping guy.
I hope he doesn't mind looking like a football fan or just Dr. Egghead from Sonic.
It seems to me that his name was a little different, but the most important thing is that we got the essence and understood who you are talking about. By the way, this clipper works extremely poorly because it cannot grab some hair, and it takes a very long time to do it.
Well, we finally managed to shave this guy's head, and it looks like he's not happy with his new hairstyle. Well, okay, actually, it's not that important for us. Now we need to help this bird drink, and to do this, we need to fill this flask with liquid with various pebbles.
In fact, I'm most surprised that the birds actually figured out to do just that. It's not as easy as it might seem, but nevertheless, they had enough intelligence for this.
Yes, this is really quite strange, but it seems to me that it is now passed on genetically.